I saved. I started a dog walking business.
What is going on, everybody out there in YouTube land, out there in podcast land, wherever land that you may be tuning in to this podcast? Welcome to a non-movie Ready Set Action Commentaries presentation. As usual, I'm your host, Mike. I'm not actually in my usual spot. I'm actually not in Washington State. I am out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Don't ask me why. I'm out here for work. So you know what? Screw it. I'm not in a lavish hotel, but guess what? Guess who's joining me? I got my lavishly international Canadian. I don't know how many other nicknames I can come up with her, but please give a huge shout out to Anika Chung. Anika, long time no chat.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, everyone? You know, how's everyone feeling?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how they're feeling. I don't care how they're feeling. I don't think you care how they're feeling either. We don't care. We don't care how you're feeling. Guess what? We're back. Guess what? We're giving you guys an update, and I know I seem a little hyped up right now, only because it has been how long has it been since we did a podcast? It's been over a month.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Actually, wait. No. It's actually been it has been over a month, but technically, it's been almost 2 months since we have done an actual movie podcast.
Yes, and we must entertain you guys.
Oh yeah, it's kind of weird. By the way, for everybody listening into the background, I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a fan going on. I have the AC going because for some stupid reason down here in Arizona, there is no such thing as 4 seasons.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
No. You know what? Do you know how hot it is right now? It is 7:33 at night because real quickly, thankfully that's the one good thing about Arizona. They don't do daylight savings time. They just let the clock wind. So it's 7:33 at night. It's 76 degrees outside.
Oh my goodness.
It's so hot. Now, thankfully, it's kind of cooling down over the next couple days, which is good because I start work. My Sunday technically is tomorrow. So, and then I go back to work on Thursday, and then but you know what? I hate that I got to be down here in Phoenix. I hate that I got to be down here working because I would rather be back up in Washington State, where the state actually has 4 freaking seasons.
I've been to Arizona before, like Vegas. Like I can tell you when I came out of the international airport.
No. Vegas is not Arizona. You haven't been to Arizona.
What?
You have not been to no Arizona. Come on, Vegas.
Oh, okay. I know they're very close when it comes to the hot. When it comes to the heat, I know Phoenix must be very hot.
Right now she's getting geographically confused. See, this is what living up in Canada does. Living up there and want to be America, you get geographically.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
I miss messing with Anika. I actually that's one of the things I missed about doing a podcast every single week is messing with Anika, just because everybody knows the rivalry between Canada and America. Well, we screw with each other.
We do.
We screw with each other because they like maple syrup and everything, including their coffee, and we like Irish cream, and we like cream in our coffee.
Yes.
But anyway, what's going on, guys? I mean, we have not been doing podcasts for over a month, and we just kind of wanted to do this because we kind of wanted to give you guys some updates. Yeah, I mean, by the way, so we're not really a month away from doing podcasts. We'll be doing a podcast. The next time you will hear us will be on December 10th. December 10th, we will be doing a movie reaction audio commentary podcast. And for everybody who did not listen to the last one, the next movie that we're doing, the next 2 movies that we're doing to finish off season 2 of Ready Set Action Commentaries is Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Yes.
And here's the thing, Anika. So I was watching like part of Jack Ryan. You know that show that's on Prime, Jack Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, so I was watching the last season yesterday, and there was Anika knows about my phantom sense. She's been with me for over a year. She knows how bad my phantom sense gets.
Yes.
And I feel like she knows that my phantom sense is going to go into overdrive with the Home Alone movies because of how much Harry and Marv have got to go through. But last night I had to watch an episode of Jack. No, was it? No, it wasn't last night. It was the other night. But no, I guess Jack Ryan, he was getting tortured. He had boiling hot water poured on him. Then to induce the pain, they poured salt on the boiling.
My god.
God damn. Okay, that's
that is
okay.
terrible.
I'm getting such a horrible sense right now. But yeah, I mean, we are doing Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York for the last 2 episodes of season 2. And by the way, so again, I wanted to comment this. So the 2 noises that you're hearing in the background is my AC fan and my TV going. Thank God I brought my Fire Stick down to Arizona because I get to watch my hockey team on the actual Seattle channel.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, and they're showing a Jack in the Box commercial with their tacos. For everybody out there, never go to Jack in the Box and order their tacos. And the reason why I say this is because they put slices of American cheese on their tacos, not shredded cheese, not shredded cheddar cheese. Like I mistakenly had their tacos, I think about a couple months ago, and I about threw up because I'm just like, why would you put a slice of American cheese on a taco?
No, that's not. No.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong. But yes, so getting back to the update, yes, we are coming back here in a month on December 10th and then December 17th to do Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. That will finish off season 2 of Ready, Set, Action commentaries. Then we will be getting into 2024, and our first podcast of the year of 2024 will be on January 7th. And I'm not quite sure on the movie, but me and Anika were talking about this. I don't know, like I kind of want to like throw a severely racist movie out there and like watch I was thinking like we should watch either Blazing Saddles or White Chicks.
I've never seen Blazing Saddles before. I've seen White Chicks though.
So I've never seen Blazing Saddles before either, but I've seen clips of it, and it's so Mel Brooks was of course part of the entire production of it, and it's a funny ass movie from the clips that I've just seen. But ironically that I mentioned White Chicks, there was a scene, but no, White Chicks is definitely a racist movie, of course, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding what movie that we should watch because we have the Ninja Turtle trilogy still on hold. We'll get those. By the way, we'll get those done, but we I don't know. I kind of want to start 2024 off with a different movie and then finish off the trilogy for the rest of the month, and then we just go back to movies.
You know what we should probably do? I know like this is so random, but I think for 2024, definitely like after your pick, I feel like we should probably pick a Western film, a really good Western film.
If you're going to go Westerns, then I got a mountain of choices. I have a mountain of choices. You can either choose from John Wayne to Clint Eastwood. I mean, for God's sakes, I got such a mountain of choices for Westerns. But
honestly, oh sorry.
But yes, once we do our first pick of the 2024 season 3, we will finish off the Ninja Turtle trilogy for the last 2 weeks, or for the next 2 weeks in January, and then we will go back to movies. And then we promise you that we will not do movie series or trilogies for a while, because I think that was kind of our downfall, and I think that's why we were also feeling a little burnt out, because we were doing how many trilogies in a row was it? Was it 3 or 4 that we've been doing in a row? I think it was 4 in a row. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made it 4.
Yes, there was quite a bit. Like even with the Mummy trilogies, like what we could probably do? Like we could probably just pick like the popular film out of the trilogy, like just one.
I don't know.
Something like
I don't feel comfortable doing one of the trilogies. If we're gonna do one of those a movie from a trilogy, we got to do the whole trilogy. That's just that is a weird. That's just a weird tick of mine. So again, we will not do trilogies or movie series for. I promise you this, guys. We will not do movie series or trilogies until either June or July. I promise you guys that. Okay. Well, we're making you guys a promise. So cross my heart and hope to die and stick a needle in my eye. But we've been there was a person that emailed us. So they were asking us to do American History X, and I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
I haven't seen it.
American History X is a very interesting movie, a very interesting choice, and the problem is that and here's the thing, by the way, for everybody out there. So all of us here at Ready Set Action Commentaries, we have been also looking at other movie reaction channels to pick up on what they do with their content and how they do it, and we're working on our content. So I want to say probably by June, if not May, we should have video reactions of us. We should be doing video reactions of the movies
and trailers too. Trailers. We gotta probably do like a
fun I completely forgot about that. Well, we should do we're trying to work on it as best we can. We kind of want to maybe by either March or April be able to do like complete video reactions to where you actually see us reacting, and we also put the movie in there. One content creator that I kind of want to give a huge shout out to because it was mentioned to me by one of our subscribers is Melverse. I want to give a huge shout out to Melverse. If you guys are not, I actually sent Anika his channel, and I love the content that he's putting out. I absolutely love it.
It's so crisp, like it's so detailed. Like I wish I know what to do.
It really is, and I kind of want to. I really wish that we could actually, get in contact with him to see how he does that. But again, we are going to be learning through. I'm going to talk with a couple other content creators and see if we can figure this out, so that way we can put the movie in. We're not going to be doing like live streams, but what we will do is we will do premieres where it'll actually be live, but it will be an edited version, because I saw Melverse actually do that to where he did a premiere where he did a live show of a video that was already edited. And so we'll do those. So that's exactly what it'll come up as. But if you guys are interested, go ahead and give Melverse a subscription. Melverse is already up to 180,000 or 183,000 plus subscribers, and he's already put out 500 videos. And I love the videos that he's done. The last movie that he reacted to was Final Destination, which first of all, I need to say this: Final Destination is such a brilliantly friggin' good thriller movie.
I totally agree.
I mean, it's classic. It's always classic to watch, and of course, Stifler's in that movie. Stifler's in that friggin' movie. By the way, and since we've been gone, I need to also point this out. Since we've been gone, we of the movie and the TV series universe lost an absolute legend a couple weeks ago. Matthew Perry unfortunately passed away, and that hit me hard. That hit me hard that Matthew Perry passed away, because it was Chandler. That's Chandler. I mean,
gone way too soon.
Way too soon. And let me go ahead and pull this up. I want to see if there's any details on his. So, the autopsy. Let's see if there's anything about the autopsy. Oh wait, no. I remember what it was. So it was I think it was cardiac arrest.
Jeez.
But yeah, there hasn't really been any updates so far. Yeah, there was no foul play from what I'm reading here, but again, losing, with me growing up in the 90s, I grew up in, of course, come on, you can't deny that the Friends theme song is just perhaps one of the GOAT type of I'm trying to pull up a video right here. Trying to pull up a video real quickly. Just like it's not the it's not like it's the same song, but it's not. I don't think it's copyrighted. That's the thing. And I don't know if we're gonna get hit with copyright. By the way, I need to turn this music off. This music is actually starting to get on my fucking nerves.
Oh. You could instrumental. Who does not love Friends instrumental? I love it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is it right here. So as we all know, real quickly, so this video right here is from. I don't know if you guys can actually hear this. Anika, let me know if you can actually hear this real quickly. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? You could not hear that? Okay, so hold on a second. So let me go ahead and pull this up again. So the reason why I wanted to pull this up is because I kind of wanted to just like, here we go. Now I got it. So here we go. So this was from a content creator called. So this is from a content creator called Talking Kitty Cat. It was another YouTube content creator, but I don't know if you ever heard of Talking Kitty Cat, Anika.
Talking Kitty Cat.
Yeah. So the content creator Steve Cash, unfortunately, back in the COVID year, committed suicide due to bipolar depression of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, which was I got drawn into his videos because it featured his cat talking, of course, and I kind of want to pull this up because here's the thing. Like, first of all, if YouTube blocks this video, I'm being serious. If YouTube fucking blocks this video, because I'm gonna do like a quick little share. Please let it pull up. Please let it pull up. So we get actually this is kind of funny because we can actually get to. I think we can actually get to commentate this. So let me go ahead. So see, I'm making noises, but
you funny.
So, oh yeah, like I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my fucking best here. So here we go. So there we go. We got Talking Kitty Cat up here. So let's see
I see it.
There we go. Yeah, we got Talking Kitty Cat up there. So this was the video, and I have it on the perfect volume. So let's go ahead and play it. Oh, you bitch.
What's up?
Hey, Kitty, hey, I just wanted to let you know that today is actually Shelby Girl's birthday. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you actually hear that, by the way?
I do, yes.
Okay, so perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the beginning.
Kitty.
What's up?
Hey, Kitty. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that today is actually Shelby Girl's birthday.
It's just cracking me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might be a little loud. I'm sorry.
Kitty, look. I know you and
There we go.
Shelby
Is that a little better, Anika?
Like dogs.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, so, but
But just today, I mean, she loves you. I was wondering if you could just today, just put all that behind.
this is the first time that we're actually sharing a video
Just
with a content
for
creator.
one day.
I know, this is pretty cool.
No.
Shelby loves that kitty cat.
So that
I'm
was
not
this
really
is
sure
Steve
why.
Cash right here.
I mean, she's
he
even got this little
was doing
stuffed
all of
celestial that she
this,
sleeps with at night.
and I just loved
It's
what
kinda sad.
I need to go back. I need to go back to this
So
because
that you
this
can show some love.
hold
to
on a second.
Shelby,
I gotta go
at
back
least
to
on
this. I know this is really pointless, but
No.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
here we go. Here, this is it.
No, I mean she loves you. I was wondering if you could just for today, just put all that behind you and just
Here it
try to
comes.
be nice to her. You know, just for one day.
No.
Like
I like that.
Shelby
Like you little
loves
bashard
kitty
cat.
cat.
Let me see
I'm
if I
not
can put.
really
Here we
sure
go.
why.
I can pull this in full
She's even
screen.
got
There we
this
go.
little stuffed
That's
Sylvester
it.
that she
That's
sleeps
better.
with at night.
Yes.
That's a lot better.
But I mean, Sylvester can show some love to Shelby, at least on her
And
birthday.
again,
So
this
I'm
is
just
this
gonna
is
put the
Steve
two of them
Cash
together
doing
in
what
one
he
room,
does
and we're gonna
best.
Make this happen.
So let me go ahead and turn this down just a
Come on.
little bit more. There we go. Now it's
Come
not
on over,
as
you little
loud.
gay girl. Come on.
Boy.
Go away.
Aw.
Birthday loving, huh?
Fuck off.
Oh,
Fuck off.
Aw.
Aw. Sylvester, seriously, buddy. you need
Now,
to
real quickly, I'm
out.
actually
Mean it.
look at the background. He's
Family,
wait a minute.
right?
I guess.
Yeah, look at that little crate back there. He's actually
Families need to get along.
putting like
Or you
censorship
would be-
pixels back there for some reason. I don't know why. Oh wait, it's pet food. I guess he didn't. I don't know. But this just cracks me up.
Sylvester, get back in there now.
No.
No.
Watching you.
What?
Aw.
I'll buy you some of that shit if we get back in there now.
Okay.
I like how that cat.
Crap.
Yeah, I
Concentrating.
like-
Okay, Kitty, this one's for all the noms. Are you ready?
Oh, this is my favorite part, by the way.
Bring in the puppy love train. Come on, Shelby girl. It's your birthday. Get some lemons. Come on, girl. Hey, Shelby, no. Shelby. Sylvester, you okay? Shelby?
Get the fuck off of me.
Shelby.
Aw.
Kitty, I don't know what to
Once
say.
again, like I just love this. I love this. Absolutely love it. But there you go. That's I'm talking kitty cat. And I loved it again. So let me go ahead and pull this back up. So this is well, I'm really hoping to God that this does not get knocked for copyright, because technically it shouldn't.
No,
It
it
not-
shouldn't, because
it should not get knocked for copyright, because there we go. I don't think it's it's not sharing right now, but so this is again. I just had to share this with everybody. So there you go. Share and I just had to. Oh wait, and I accidentally turned that on. So here we go. So let's see if this can. Let's see if this can do this. Oh yeah, there we go.
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, it was
Let's see how this sounds.
Like this.
There it is.
oh,
Yeah. When I told you life was gonna be this way. And the doves I'd be away. I'll be stuck in second gear. Ready, Anika?
yes.
Ready? I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you.
I'll be there for you.
Come on, like seriously, like how the hell can none of y'all just get a little bit romantic about both me and Anika just going out forth, just putting out for friends? I mean, like seriously, if y'all don't think that was entertaining, I don't know what the heck you guys are watching. But no, I mean, it just sucks to lose. It just sucks to lose, or suck to lose Matthew Perry like that, because he was getting clean. He was doing really well on getting clean.
I have one thing I will say is I haven't researched too much about with Matthew Perry's addiction, but one thing I will say that there are some celebrities that are trying to get their life together. You know, I can go on with names. You know, of course, Brady Spears trying to get her life together. Then we have Matthew Perry, and then other people. I applaud them for trying. I guess the only thing is that they need is like just more people with them. The right people. When you have the right people, it'll help a lot. And of course, it'll take easy.
Also, door opening in the background.
Oh, I know the door. And also, not put too much stress on, because cardiac arrest caused from stress. So, being around rightful people will definitely help you to kind of like ease that cardiac arrest, the stress.
Exactly. So again, for everybody out there, please do also go check out Melverse. If you guys are, because again, he puts out great content. So, we want to be able to, put out content like that because, the thing about it is, we want what we want to do. Okay, you know what? I have real quickly for everybody out there. You can't see it, but I have the biggest freaking grin on my face. I have like the biggest smile on my face right now. I have the biggest smile on my face. Okay.
You got the Grinch smile?
No. I don't have the Grinch smile. I just have a huge smile on my face. I have
okay.
Like if I had, I don't know. I can't do the Grinch smile. I cannot move my face in that much way like Jim Carrey could, for crying out loud.
Okay,
but,
true.
but yeah, it's just weird that we, again, we know exactly what people want us to put out. We know what people want us to put out. We know exactly what movie reaction. Oh, real quickly, I want to show this comment up here. Oh. That you know what, that's so nice.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh my god,
that is so nice. First of all, just me. Thank you so much for that comment. We appreciate that. We've missed you guys too. We've missed putting out content
and entertaining y'all. Of course, hearing my jokes and his jokes at the same time too.
but my jokes are better. It's just like the only reason that Anika is on this show is because she's filling the international slot. Okay.
Yes, I'm that girl that's bringing that island flavor. Like I'll say, Wagwan, or if I say something, I'll be like Ross, like the Ross clat one. If I see a certain scene in a movie, then I'll probably go with speak Patois. I know to my fellow Jamaicans, I know my Patois is not the best, but I'm try.
So hold on a second. So what Anika just said was she's the minority hire. I didn't say it. She
Yes, I just bring that thing as I'm Canadian, but as coming from Caribbean ancestry, of course I'm gonna definitely say a few words. It's gonna be natural to me. Sometimes when I see something, a scene, I would say, Russ. It's like that movie scene, with that guy from Steven Seagal. He's like, what a Russ.
Oh yeah, from Marked for Death. Like Anika was Nika was getting her Jamaica on in that movie.
Yes.
But of course, she remembers my Phantom Sense in that when the dude just had his arm freaking snapped in half.
Yes.
Okay. Exactly. I don't want to think about it. Okay, I have a month to go until my Phantom Sense goes absolutely haywire with Home Alone. Okay, so Anika's, man, this is another thing that Anika does to me that I should fire her. She makes my Phantom Sense react in a different way. So I don't know, like. You guys think no. I'm not ever gonna fire Anika. Like, why would I fire her? Like, because if I fire her, then she brings up a lawsuit, and I'm not gonna go through. We're not gonna go through that. Let me just put it this way. If Anika puts up a lawsuit, it's worse on an international standpoint than it is in just an American standpoint. But no, I mean it's so we do know exactly what type of content that we want to put out. We see the other content creators the stuff that they're putting out. So once we get like actual video reactions getting up on YouTube to where they're like 35 to 40 minute videos to where we're actually watching the movie, putting it in there, we will be starting up a Patreon account to where you guys can actually watch our full length reactions, and that's where we want to get. That's where we want to get to, and we're trying our best. We're trying to work as hard as we can to actually get to that point, and it's tough, like, because none of us, both me and Anika, we really don't have a lot of editing experience, and we don't really have a lot of just experience in just the in the art of, you know, being able to make videos like that. But like I said, here probably in, I don't know, probably we want to get it done by March or April, but
Yes.
the latest that we're probably looking at is June. So I mean, that's and again, the that's just the same, and it's this, I don't know, like, that's just the update that we have for you at this point. But so yeah, so again, the update that we have for you guys is yes, so we are going to be doing Home Alone and Home Alone 2 here later in December, and then of course we're going to come back in the first Sunday of January, and of course we're going to start off with a movie. We will finish the Ninja Turtle trilogy the last 2 weeks, and then we will just start going off on movies. We'll just start doing movies, and we promise that we will not do movie series for a good long time, because you guys must be sick of that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they're sick of it.
Yes, you know what? Well, I think one thing they definitely are intrigued with is, you know, we come up with new films every week, and I think, you know, we'll just keep it like fresh, you know, like every week, something different for you guys that you may have not seen or probably have seen in the past.
Yeah, I mean, because again, everything that me and Anika are doing here, what we're trying to do is, once again, we're trying to build up our content. We're trying to get to the point to where we can put out good content that people want to see, that people want to come back to the channel and watch, and that people will actually share. And look, if we here at Ready Set Action Commentaries, if we get, you know, to 1,000 subscribers, that's a hell of an accomplishment for us. If we get to 500 subscribers, that's an accomplishment in itself, because what I think it's like 90% of YouTube channels don't even have, I think, 100, if not 75 subscribers. So for us to be in the, you know, where we're at with 332, I don't know if that number will go down, but
it'll go up for sure.
It'll definitely, no, but what I'm saying is that, you know, look, for us to be at, when we rebranded the podcast, we had 181 subscribers. We had 181 subscribers on April 15th. Okay. April 15th, we had 181 subscribers, and now it's November 7th, almost 7 months later, and we have 300 and we have over 300 subscribers. So that's an accomplishment in itself, to gain almost 200 subscribers in 7 months. I was watching a couple of Mello's videos, and he mentioned that one of his videos just started taking off, like one of his movie reaction videos started taking off, and overnight he gained over 3,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I mean, look, I would love for one of our videos to take off to where we get that many. I mean, I was telling Anika that the most viewed video on Ready Set Action Commentaries is, let me go ahead and pull this up. So the most popular, funnily enough, the most popular video that is actually on our channel is the two most popular videos, not live streams, videos, are the Flintstones promo and the March for Death promo, which both of them are under 2 minutes, and they have the Flintstones ones has over 18,000 views.
Oh my goodness.
And the March for Death one has over 15,000.
That is amazing. Honestly, I'm proud of those promos that I recreated.
Yeah,
you know?
because that was Anika's first time, and our most popular video, our most popular live stream is when we were doing when it was BS commentaries, when the podcast originally started, and this was when K-Hart was still with the podcast, and we did Heartbreak Ridge, which was a Clint Eastwood movie, and it has over 22,000 views right now. I'm looking down at the top 5 videos, and Ready Set Action Commentaries has 2 of the most popular videos on our channel, which was of course Titanic, which has almost 2,500 views, and of course Mark for Death has a little over 1,000 views. But for BS Commentaries, we had 2 other videos that had over 1,000 views, which was Dante's Peak, which has a little over 7,000 views, and Volcano, which has over 4,000 views. And I don't know, I think that's so hilarious, because I'm looking down at the other ones, and the only other videos that have gone over 500 views was the Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and the Flintstones, which I find kind of funny, because it's the movies that you really don't expect, it's really the movies that you, I don't know, like I'm looking down at all the videos that we've done. The lowest viewed video that we've had that does not have 100 views is the Major League 2, which we did a collaboration with Rooftop Sports, and that has just a little over 100 views. But I find it funny because we have a video that was streamed a year ago that has 99 views. I would like someone to view that, so that way it gets 100 views. But it was one of Anika's original streams that she did with BS Commentaries, and it was 101 Dalmatians.
Oh yes. You know what? I think one thing I will say, I think that people like seeing movies from the past, the nostalgical stuff, and I think that's something that's coming back now. Even I would say when I worked at the Spirit Halloween, a lot of nostalgical things were selling very fast, especially the Monsters trilogy, the Frankenstein, all those stuff. Jason. Basically, people love the classic, characters, the villains from way back, and even the heroes as well.
100%. And one video that I would two videos that I would highly recommend that you actually listen to, Anika, like podcast wise from our show, was 2 podcasts that we did with Richie, or that I did with Richie, excuse me. And it was I think the first one that I did with him was Sword in the Stone.
Oh yes.
I think me and Anika should revisit that one. I'm not 100% sure, because here's the thing. Look, we did a rebranded version of Titanic, which was fine. And then we did a rebranded version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I don't want to have to keep doing movies over and over again, because I get that, Anika was doing it with me, but there was, honestly, I will admit this. I will admit this out there to everybody. The reason why we were doing Ninja Turtles was because our views were going down, and we actually thought with the Ninja Turtle craze that we would get views. We were wrong. But
we could have probably done. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. What could we have done?
I think we could probably have done like the Ninja Turtles is great as well. Like right now, there's been like a rise going on with Ghostbusters. We could have done Ghostbusters. Could have. Mm-hmm. No. Okay.
So I don't know about that one, but I do know this. So we were originally scheduled this November to. We were gonna do Good Burger and Good Burger 2, because Good Burger 2 is actually premiering this later this month. So
yes.
So we're gonna miss it. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine. We're not jumping on because I don't know. I feel like I don't know any guy. I kind of feel like that might be like just some clickbait stuff to actually go with the movie that just came out. But Mellowverse actually did that with oh my god, what the hell is the fucking film? Oh wait, he didn't do it. He didn't do it yet. Okay, I thought he actually did it. But he did it. But he did a live stream of what's that friggin' movie that just came out? That scary movie with like the restaurant. I cannot remember.
Oh wait, so
You know
with
which
the
one?
restaurant.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking
Friday. Is it Friday Nights Freddy?
about.
Friday-
Yeah, there we go.
Yes. I never seen that movie, but I heard it's pretty good.
You know,
Five Nights at Freddy.
I don't know. Because I think that's actually a remake. That's the problem, and because my thought on this, like, because and by the way, for everybody who is tuning into this, we appreciate you guys. I don't know. Do you think we should do this? Do you think we should actually put this on Apple so that way people can actually know about this? Because I don't know, because we didn't put the last one on Apple. We didn't put the last one on Apple or Spotify.
We could probably do that. And also too, like if you guys are listening, if you guys have suggestions of what you would like us to watch, definitely feel free to let us know in the comments. Because your comments are definitely appreciated.
Definitely, because like, look, are we one of the top podcasts on Apple? No, we're not one of the top podcasts. There's been a couple of our podcasts that have hit, I think, 100 downloads or listens or whatever. I think it's listens. I don't think it's downloads. One of which, of course, was Titanic. First of all, here's the thing. Actually, real quickly, Anika, has this been the first podcast that I've gone 40 minutes without even cussing?
Yes.
I don't think
you have.
I don't think I've actually cussed once in this podcast.
Which is pretty good. Yes.
Yeah, right now, like it's kind of weird. It's kind of really weird that and that's another thing that of course I found out about YouTube is to get monetized. If you cuss within the first 7 seconds, you're unable to get monetized, or if you continue the language throughout the movie, then the monetization is just like less or something, which is really stupid. I don't like how YouTube does that.
Another thing that we can also do too down the line is like I know that you have Netflix and I have Netflix, so I'll tell you, if there's something new on Netflix that's coming out, we should definitely check it out on that day or the weekend when it comes out.
I agree. As soon as something that does hit like Netflix or Paramount, whatever, that is something that we do need to check out, we will. I guarantee we will jump on it, because it's something that we kind of want to do, because even though it's like, I don't know, like clickbait or cheap clicks, it's still something to jump on, because a lot of other content creators do it. A lot of content creators do that.
Yes, we definitely want to keep you guys, interested in our channel. Of course, something that we do. Of course, we're watching from the past, present, and future. So even Vin.
I just got done with a 3-part documentary series over on National Geographic. I don't know when it's going to be available on Disney Plus, because Disney for some reason now owns National Geographic, which I don't understand.
I know, that's kind of weird.
It's really friggin' weird, but so I watched the 3-part JFK documentary series that just came out just last night. Actually, was it? No. It was on Sunday. It was on Sunday that it came out, and it was just going. So the documentary, of course, is called One Day in America, and One Day in America with National Geographic, they made a 6-part 9/11 series, and I actually watched the 6-part documentary on that one, and it's hard to watch, like especially with somebody who grew up and was old enough to realize what was happening that day, and somebody. So I'm not gonna say who it is, because I'm not really gonna call that person out like that. But somebody actually emailed us and asked us to do United 93 and World Trade Center, and I'm just like, I can't do a movie like that. I can't really, because really what our channel is about, it's about comedy. It really is about comedy, because do we take movies seriously? We do take movies seriously, because there will be actually, I do have a movie idea that when you listen to it, you will actually need hankies, because both me and Anika will be probably in tears. I can actually reveal that the first week of February, because I know that after the Ninja Turtles trilogy will be Anika's pick. Well, it'll be Anika's pick. So I can reveal this. Let me make sure I have the date correctly. So on the 4th of February, my pick is I already have my pick, but I have still not picked the movie for the season 3 debut of Ready Set Action Commentaries. But I actually have two really good movies really two good movie ideas. It's either a black and white movie or White Chicks. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, for some reason, I'm just going towards the black and white movie, because we have never done a a movie that was not made in the 1980s or further back. And the movie that I'm considering was made in 1953. I'm not going to say what movie it is. I think Anika knows, because she and I have been texting over the past month or two. But I think it would be kind of like a good way to start off season 3, because of the way we started out the rebranded version of the podcast. But either way, so on February 4th, Anika and I will be watching. Get ready, Anika, because I think you're gonna hate me for this, because both of us are probably going to people will make fun of us for crying so much, but I don't think they will. February 4th, we will be watching Marley and Me.
Wait, is that I think Marley, is that the cute dog?
That is the movie with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston, and yes, it is about the dog. And the reason why I say that both me and Anika will cry is because I can't watch that movie without doing the most ugly crying imaginable. Because near the end of the film, of course, they had to. I think a lot of people know this, but they had to put the dog down.
Oh my goodness!
So it's gonna be one of those tearjerkers.
Oh my gosh!
it's gonna be a tremendous tearjerker. But if you guys remember, like, Anika didn't even cry during Homeward Bound.
I did, honestly.
Oh, you did?
I have my ways of expressing my feelings, like, although I don't cry, but I have my ways. I'll have, like, my eyes will kind of get warmed up, watery, and so.
This one, I think Anika is just gonna ugly cry. I think she will ugly cry during Marley and Me.
I've never seen this one.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it before.
Okay, so I've seen it a bunch of times, and it's just like Titanic. Every time I see it, I just cry like a baby. But so actually, you know what? I think I have actually made the decision. I'm making the decision right here on the podcast, and I'm going to make the announcement right here and friggin' now. So, to start out season 3 of Ready Set Action Commentaries, the first truly full season of Ready Set Action Commentaries, by the way, might I add, because if you remember, we were BS Commentaries at the start of this year, and we rebranded it. So, I think Anika's going to love this, because I feel like she's going to get started on the promo right away. I honestly feel like she will get started on the promo right away. So, to start out season 3 of Ready Set Action Commentaries on January 7th, we will be watching... Anika, drum roll, please.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Drum roll, drum roll. For dramatic effect. We will be watching the 1953 American drama film Titanic.
Yes! I'm excited to see this one.
You're excited to see this one?
Although it's in black and white, I never knew they made a Titanic version in the 50s. I can't wait to see it though.
Yeah, because Nika's never heard of these or this one, and she never heard of the other Titanic film that I mentioned to her, which is A Night to Remember. And so, funny thing about this Titanic was it had a budget of over $1.8 million. Had a budget of over 1.8 in 1953, might I add. 1953, and it made almost $2.5 million at the box office.
Jeez.
Which was, and do you want to know the funny thing is that, according to Rotten Tomatoes, this Titanic film holds a 91% fresh rating, and it has a higher review than James Cameron's, and I just don't understand how.
Oh.
I don't get how that even works. I just don't get it. But it's going to be fun to watch this because I will not have to pull out Amazon or any streaming service. I'll just have to put in a DVD because I actually own the DVD. So there you go. So the announcement of our first movie of 2024 is announced. We will be watching 1953 American drama film Titanic, and like I said, the reason why I chose this movie was because when we rebranded the podcast, the first show was on April 15th. It was going to be on April 15th. Both me and Nika made that decision already, and I thought it was funny because since April 15th was the anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic, I thought to myself, why not do Titanic? And we did Titanic, and as you guys heard on that podcast, I was crying. I was crying, and guess what? I don't regret anything. So if you guys want to make fun of me for crying, then guess what? Go ahead and make fun of me for crying. I don't care. But no, I thought to myself that if we're gonna do the first full season of Ready Set Action commentaries, I figured why not do a Titanic film, because we started out with a Titanic film. And I thought that was a really good idea.
Actually, and it definitely works in a way because people were definitely curious because it's such a long movie. Like, there's one movie I would love to do maybe down the line. Like, I know this film's quite controversial, but would you like to do Killers of the Flower Moon one day? Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That looks like a. No, like I don't care if it is in controversy. Oh, I almost forgot to bring up this. So, but anyway, let me finish. I don't care that movie is in controversy. That is a movie that needs to be watched by us. That movie looks so freaking good. Because
it does,
and it's not just because it's a Leo film. It's just like that. Even if Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't in it, I would just be like, that's a movie I need to watch. And also, there's a movie that's coming out here in a couple days. That's starring Paul Giamatti. And what in God's name is this movie called? The Holdovers. I really want to go see The Holdovers because it looks like, first of all, Paul Giamatti is an absolute freaking legend in Hollywood. He's
talented.
He is one of the most, in my opinion, he's just one of the most talented actors out there, and it's unbelievable all the roles that he can do. And funnily enough, did you know this, that Paul Giamatti was actually in Saving Private Ryan? He had a brief role in Saving Private Ryan. I thought that was so funny.
I did not know about that. Really?
He did. Yeah. He had like, I think about I don't even think he had 5 minutes of screen time, but he had a small, tiny little role in Saving Private Ryan. And I thought it was so funny. But no, I mean, yeah. So the Holdovers is one that I want to watch, and yes, Killers of the Flower Moon we definitely got to do, because that I'm not even gonna go watch it in movie theaters, because I'm gonna wait until it actually comes out via a streaming service, so that way Anika and I can actually watch this movie, because this movie just looks so good.
Yes.
And again, speaking of controversial movies, so I mentioned earlier in this live stream that somebody mentioned to us that we should do American History X. First of all, I will say this about American History X. Film starring Ed Norton, who, Anika, you know Ed Norton.
Ed Norton.
Edward Norton, excuse me. Ed Norton is just probably just an absolute phenomenal freaking actor. He's an absolute stud in everything that he does, and he gives everything into his work. So what American History X focuses on is two brothers who are involved in a white power skinhead neo-Nazi movements. Yeah, both of the brothers are in basically neo-Nazi groups. Norton, the older brother, is serving a 3-year sentence in prison for a voluntary manslaughter. And he's also, while he was in prison, he gets rehabilitated because his cellmate is an African American. And while in prison, he begins to look at the world in a different view of everything. And he finally realizes that everybody was manipulating and forcing him to think the way that they do. And when he gets out of prison, he is a completely changed human being, to where he doesn't look at color anymore. And he was like, I am no longer a part of this racist crap. You people stay away from my family. You stay away from, and it's such a good movie. It had to be one. Now, do I think that we'll do the movie eventually? Yes, I do. The problem with the movie is that, and again, this just doesn't I don't know. This just doesn't sit well. I get it's a movie. I get that the script was written, but there's a lot, and I mean a lot of N-bombs, a lot of racist, vulgar language that is part of the movie. And I get it. Like the actors and actresses who play in it are not like that, but it's like when you watch. Anika, have you ever watched the movie 42?
Yes, I have. I'll tell you this, Mike. I've seen plenty of movies, period films, that always had those conversations and those words. I seen, so even Elvis, I seen Elvis.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I think we got to do Elvis eventually, because that, of course, the movie Priscilla is actually coming out here soon.
Yes.
And do you want to know something? I'm actually a little pissed off at it, because the reason why I'm pissed off is Austin Butler is not Elvis. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it feels so wrong that Austin Butler isn't reprising the role as Elvis in an Elvis movie. I get it's about Priscilla Elvis, but
yes.
Why would you not want the guy who basically gave Elvis life back again? Why wouldn't you want him in there?
Like, I feel that I was kind of surprised too, because Austin Butler, he's a very talented actor. He definitely embodied Elvis very well to the T. And apparently when he was still doing his interviews, he still had that Elvis accent that he was trying to get rid of. It was still there. Like, sometimes you kind of feel like you wonder if Elvis was reincarnated into Austin Butler for this film. You wonder.
I'm starting to wonder that as well myself, because I mean, Austin Butler played that role so well. By the way, I also want to put this out there for everybody out there who is a Steve-O fan. I think you're a Steve-O fan. I think you're a Jackass fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes, two
Okay,
of them,
so-
two of the moments, but yes, I am.
So, for everybody out there, so Steve-O has a tour called the Bucket List Tour, and he's basically doing stand-up comedy. And for everybody out there who missed in your town the Bucket List, they are doing a streaming of the Bucket List at www.moment.co/Steve-O/bucket list. I want to go ahead and put that. And by the way, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid to promote this, by the way. But you can go on Moment, which is also sponsored by Patreon, and order a ticket to Steve-O's Bucket List, which is able to be streamed. And I think you're able to keep it for 30 days. And I also think that it's going to, I think people who, I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but I think people who actually pre-order and watch it actually will be able to get a DVD later on. But for $14.99, you will be able to watch Steve-O's Bucket List, which when Steve-O's Bucket List came through Tacoma this past summer, and I was really upset that I was not last summer, but last spring. And I was so upset that I was unable to be able to watch him there because I wanted to watch it. And ironically, Bam Margera was there at that Bucket List. Okay, you know what? Is it just me, or have you had it with this music? Like, we normally have we normally have that music up when we're about to just do the show. So it's a few minutes, but we've been dealing with this one for over an hour. But yeah, when Steve-O came to Tacoma to do the Bucket List, he actually brought Bam Margera, which was really funny because that was really the last time that Bam Margera was sober. So I was really upset that I missed it because I heard his Bucket List show was not only funny, but absolutely the most gnarliest thing that you will ever see. And so, yeah, so for everybody out there who would like to watch Steve-O's Bucket List, please do go to Steve-O go to Steve-O on his Instagram. They have or go to steve-o.com. There's a link where you can pre-order it. It's $14.99. I did it. I pre-ordered it. It's $17.49 with taxes and everything. So I'm gonna watch it. I can't wait for it. But other than that, yeah. So me and Nika here, just sitting here, and we've been sitting here for over an hour just doing this show because last time we did a podcast, it was like 30 minutes, and it was just it was just us saying goodbye for a few months, and
Yes.
now we're just talking about coming back. And it's always kind of weird because when you leave something that you love doing and you're away from it for so long, you start to miss it again. And it was just this past week that I gave Anika a call, or Anika gave me a call, but she was kind of returning my phone call. But no, I started to miss this podcast. I started to miss doing these shows because we've been doing this now for almost 7 months, or not even 7 months. We haven't done it for 7 months. We took it. We're taking a 2-month break, so technically we would be doing. But I mean, the rebranding show has been on here for the last 7 months, and we're really proud of what we've been able to accomplish. Whether with not just the views, but with how well we've been able to rebrand the show and able to get the subscribers that we have, because I said it earlier in this podcast, 90% to 95% of all YouTube channels don't even have 100 subscribers. So for us to start 7 months ago at, what was it, 181? I think it was 181 subscribers. For us to have 332 subscribers at this point and it was in less than 7 months that we got those subscribers. We were at 300 and we reached 300 subscribers by August. And people don't understand something. It's so hard to become a YouTube content creator because you have to keep putting out stuff that people want to see. And but with movie reactions are a big thing right now on YouTube. They've been a big thing for the last 4 years. So it has to do with who you are as a content creator and what movies you put out there. And with me and Anika, we just really the only series that we didn't have an issue with was the Harry Potter series. And I guess the only reason that we didn't have an issue with the Harry Potter series is because everybody wants to. A lot of people love the Harry Potter series. I'm willing to bet if we did the Lord of the Rings movies, we probably would have gotten over 1,000 views for every video.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And
yes.
and it's so weird because I don't know, like again, people need to look at it from this point of view. If you become a YouTuber, and the thing about it is that, look, I think there's a VidCon next year, and I think what me and Anika will do, we will go to VidCon. Let me look this up. I want to look this up because both me and Anika, we have to plan this out, because if we're going to do this, we have to do it right. Excuse me. So VidCon in 2024 is in June. It's going to be in June in Anaheim, California, from the 26th to the 29th. Let me make sure what days these are. That's probably okay. Yeah. So it's a Thursday through, or wait a minute. 26th to the 29th. So that's Monday through Thursday. That's Monday through Thursday. So I'm willing to bet I can get time off work because Thursday is usually my Mondays, but I'm willing to bet my schedule will change at that point. But I can promise you this. Anika and I will be there. I know Anika, I know this is a big step for you. You know, me saying that we're going to be at VidCon next year.
VidCon.
Or wait a minute, no. So the 26th to the 29th is actually a Wednesday through Saturday. Okay, sorry, I was looking at 2023. My fault. But yes, VidCon is for everybody out there who's wondering what VidCon is. VidCon is a convention for content creators. Basically, it is a convention for content creators. It's also a convention for influencers, executives, and online brands. So it's basically it's almost a week of content creators being able to get their name out there and their channels out there to where they can build their audience. And that's something that I kind of want to do with Anika is we do want to get out there to VidCon and be able to put our brand out there. Now, if we're not able to make it out there, it's fine. But VidCon, again, people don't understand just how hard it is to become a YouTube content creator. I mean,
it's not easy.
No, it's not easy at all. And here's the thing: Anika's channel is doing so well. It's doing a lot better than the Ready Set Action commentaries. Anika has almost 5,000 subscribers. She has almost 5,000 subscribers, and I'm looking at her most popular view, and her most popular view was 6 years ago, and it has almost 130, and it has over 136,000 views. But people don't understand something. Anika's been at this for 6 years. This channel's only been here for 2 years, and Anika has the ability to get monetized. The podcast channel is not monetized yet, but again, what we want to do is we do want to make better content. We want to make good content to where people do come back and watch our channel, because that's exactly what we want to do. And one thing that I saw Mellowverse doing that I really want me and Anika to do is we want to watch television series. One television series in particular that I want to watch with Anika is Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I want to do we want to do 4 episodes per per episode, to where we break it down to 35 to 40-minute videos to us reacting to these episodes. And again, the reason we don't make these videos, we don't make these podcasts to get famous. We don't. We would love to be able to say, yes, our podcast has over 1,000 subscribers. Yes, our podcast has over 5,000 subscribers. Yes, our podcast has over 10,000 subscribers. One YouTuber about 2 weeks ago hit 10 million subscribers.
10 million.
10 million. And I need to look this up. So
Oh my gosh.
so in all of YouTube, let's see. So in the art of 10 million subscribers, let's see how many. I'm trying to figure out. So I'm trying to figure out how many. So here we go. As I'm looking right here. So the 50. So here we go. I'm looking at this. And here's the thing. I'm not going to count. I will not count all of the. I'm not going to count the. So it says here less than 40,000 channels worldwide on YouTube have 1 million subscribers, and less than 1,500 channels worldwide have 10 million subscribers. And most of the channels that have over 10 million subscribers are like like Justin Bieber or celebrity channels. And I'm talking about content creators who have been on YouTube who do the work. Like that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about these celebrities who actually put out a YouTube channel, because when celebrities put out a YouTube channel, I don't know. I think the record was, oh God, I can't even remember. I can't remember who the celebrity was. I think this was about 7 years ago, but they put out a YouTube channel, and in one day they had almost 250,000 subscribers. And that's completely different from what Anika and I are doing. Anika and I are normal people, content creators. That is exactly what Anika has been doing for 6 years. She's been a content creator for now 6 years. She's done the work. She has almost 5,000 subscribers. And so I got to give Anika credit on that.
Thank you very much, Mike. And I do want to say, like, when I started my channel 6 years ago, I'll just mention briefly. It was a K-pop channel called K-pop Soul. I did, and I was like into the K-pop phase because at the time I was kind of like in the K-pop industry. You know, I was, yes, and actually I'm
not laughing at you.
No worries. And honestly, when the hype of K-pop music was happening in Toronto and the world, basically people were just constantly posting nonstop on K-pop. I was like, oh my goodness! Like, I even went to a K-pop con event. I got to work at one where I got to meet a K-pop group, GOT7, many years ago. You know, very, very respectful young guys, very, very mature, very professional. But I want to say that when it came to posting, I just couldn't keep up with the demand. So I wanted to do something different. So I decided to kind of like, you know what, why don't I just do some vintage old Hollywood reactions? And that's when I kind of like, the idea started to pop with me. And I started going into like, you know, finding clips from way back, and I would just start to react from them. So first was K-pop. Then I started with Dimash. Then Sooyoung. One of those people are like amazing vocalists. What I tell you, Dimash is from Kazakhstan. Very amazing singer. I have done his reactions. And Sooyoung, a South Korean singer, like that does mainly gospel. Like, she is an amazing singer. So definitely kudos to those two.
So the singer was called Sooyoung?
Yeah, Sooyoung.
Okay,
yes.
So every time I hear the name Sooyoung, I just immediately think back to Rush Hour with
yes.
Christopher and Jackie Chan.
Kind of, but not.
Actually, you know what I just thought of? We have to do a movie that is completely subtitled and dubbed. And yes. thought of the most random thing. Like one of the more famous, like dubbed Chinese or Asian films of all time is Police Story with Jackie Chan.
Yes. And of course, Jackie Chan movies are always fantastic. I enjoy them.
Good Lord, yeah, they are some of the best because we need to. Do people understand that Jackie Chan has perhaps the biggest balls of any person out there, because this is a man who I think one of the biggest stunt that he's ever done was actually sliding down a building. He has actually slid down buildings. He has fallen almost 500 feet just to get a shot. Like, Jackie Chan has no fear. And the stunts that he's done over the past years, I think there's a hold on a second. Let me look this up. I think this is true. I'm looking up Jackie Chan. So here we go. I'm looking at the building slide. Here we go. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to figure out what movie this is from. Oh yeah, I'm looking at this movie. Oh my god. Oh, it's from Who Am I? Yep, and I'm looking at it. Yes, he slid down a freaking building. He slid down a building, and yeah, there's no green screen. I'm looking at this. Oh my god, and he actually ran on the side of the building. I'm looking at this clip right now, and I'm just thinking in my head, this man has the greatest, like, balls of steel in the world, because he has the nerve to actually slide down a friggin' building to get it. And then he stands up. He stands up and is able. Wow. I'm sorry. Like, you need to look this up, Anika. So look this up right now. So look up Jackie Chan building slide, and you have to see this stunt, because this is because
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
See, Jackie Chan building slide.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. I never knew about this movie, so I don't know if this. I didn't listen to the audio, because I don't know if this is dubbed or if it's an actual English movie. But
okay.
Yeah, do you have it up right now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, just watch this stunt and just. I mean, this is what Jackie Chan does, and this is something that you need to just appreciate of Jackie Chan is this dude does everything he can.
My gosh!
Yeah, to just get a scene done, and it's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, man! I just. Jeez, I remember also Michelle Yeoh. She did like a lot of stunts back in the days when she was younger, and she was mainly working with Jackie Chan at the time. Michelle Yeoh.
Oh yeah, Michelle Yeoh is another brilliant actress. By the way, one movie that Anika has done on her channel that I finally watched this movie. Was the new Little Mermaid with what's her face? Something Berry.
Halle Bailey.
Yeah, Halle Berry. And first of all, I'm going to say this about the movie. I'm absolutely pissed off that you made a Little Mermaid movie and you did not include the French chef. I'm so upset that Disney took that character out. I'm so upset at all Disney studios that they took out the French chef, because that was one of the best running gags of the original animated film, was the stupid, clumsy French chef. Is that was their problem? Were they actually afraid of insulting the French? Because the United States have been making fun of the French for years, and it doesn't seem to bother them anymore.
America makes fun of every nationality when it comes to in sitcoms and cartoons.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the one of the I'm not gonna lie. So before this podcast started, I was watching A Christmas Story, and
Oh my gosh, it's a movie that we need to react to. That is one of the funniest movies I remember.
as one of the funniest Christmas movies of all time. But near the end of the movie, of course, the family has to go out to a Chinese restaurant for Christmas dinner, and here's the thing: this was exactly what they said, but there were a few Asian actors in there who were saying fa ra 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 like
My god.
You could tell they were doing it on purpose. They were doing the accent on purpose, and the manager of the restaurant, he had his face in his hand, but you could tell right then and there he's trying not to laugh. He was trying so hard not to laugh at these goofballs because they're like jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh my gosh.
Like they were it was like watching the City Walk guy on South Park. Oh, hello, welcome to City Walk. Can I take an order, please?
Oh my gosh. Shitty walk over. Yeah.
Like, Anika is a South Park fan. She and I will say this: we're going to be doing South Park bigger, longer, and uncut here.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Anika was upset at me that we did bigger, longer, and uncut, and it didn't involve her. She was upset at me, and that was the first time that Anika was ashamed to be part of the podcast because she was so brokenhearted. But another movie that I watched just this past week was Team America, and they do with the puppets and everything because they do Kim Jong-il in that same accent that they do for the City Walk. And of course, one of my favorite scenes in that movie is when Kim Jong-il, he's like, why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why can't people be more intelligent like me? And then he goes into his song. He's like, I'm so Ronry, and stuff. I can't.
Oh my god.
I can't do it without almost physically pissing myself.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean I feel like that's the racist humor that everybody, loves. I get that we as a society are trying to move on from those jokes, but people got to admit that it's that type of humor that we do love to do, and there's a lot of there's actually a lot of Asian Americans out there who love the City Walk guy. They love that character on South Park. They love it.
I know. When I keep on hearing that, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Shitty walk.
Oh yeah, like one of my favorite episodes is when they first like got him introduced. He's like, "Hello, welcome to Shitty Walk. Take an order, please." Yes. Can I get the city chicken? Okay, shitty chicken. Anything else? Yes. Can I have the city pork? Okay, shitty pork.
Shitty. Everything shitty, man.
Yeah, he's just like can I have the city kung pao? Okay, have the shitty kung pao. Anything else, please? Like, first of all, you need to give it to Matt Stone and Trey Parker for doing that, because one thing that we can actually talk about this before we actually do talk about when we do South Park is Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Their intent to do South Park was they don't care who they offend, which you do have to give them credit. You do have to give them credit because they do a lot of things that right now would get them. I'm really surprised that South Park is still going, because I'm really surprised that it hasn't gotten canceled. Because no, did you actually hear what happened with The Simpsons?
No, what happened to The Simpsons?
Yes, so apparently Homer can no longer strangle Bart Simpson. And
oh my gosh! Oh
yes, no, but it's just like why are people so offended by that? Like, I'm 33. I would love to have children of my own, but I'm not. And I watched Homer Simpson strangle Bart Simpson for years, but I'm not going to strangle my child. Like I've never heard of any parent or anybody who grew up watching The Simpsons mimic Homer. So I don't understand what people have an issue with that is.
Jeez.
It's so stupid. It honestly is so stupid that there's so many things from shows like The Simpsons that are getting canceled. Like again, Apu was canceled because I guess he was deemed racially insensitive, and I think it took 25. I don't know. I think it took 27 years for them to get Apu off The Simpsons.
Jeez.
And it's just like for 27 years, nobody said a word about it, and all of a sudden he's offensive now.
He's still like iconic character still. He still is.
I mean, first of all, like Apu was not a racist character. First of all, I loved Apu as a character because he was a friendly guy, but he was also one character that's not going to take crap from anybody.
No, exactly.
It was like I loved one of the episodes of The Simpsons where Apu was trying to get out of marrying his wife. Oh my god, I can't. Manjula, there we go. I couldn't think of his name, and of course, here's Homer. He's like, you know what you could do? Oh, shut up. Well, would you please shut up? Well, you could just I can't believe you don't shut up. And first of all, I will say this: doing the Apu voice is very, very easy to do. It's a very easy one to mimic. Because I'm not saying I mimic. And also, like the guy from South Park, of course, the City Walk guy. I mean, that has to be one of the most easiest mimics to do. I think because it's not hard. It's not hard to just say shitty walk, and it's not hard to really get that accent down that they do. It's not a very and it's the same with Apu. It's not very hard to get that accent down. Oh, shut up. Oh, would you please shut up? I can't believe you don't shut up. See, I mean, it's not hard, and I'm not doing it out of racistness. I'm doing it out of like I admired Apu because like he was such a good character. But I just wish that people would stop deleting all of these things because I'm really surprised though that there was a scene in Family Guy. I don't know. I don't know if you watch Family Guy, Anika.
I do.
So, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's so many scenes from Family Guy. I would think that Family Guy would have gotten canceled before South Park did because Family Guy, they went into a lot of racistness. They went into a lot of racist jokes, where it was just like, okay, you can't really deny that this show is getting racist now. I don't know. It's so weird, but I don't know. It's so weird that people are just getting so bent out of shape over something like that because it should not be a big deal. But
I will say like Family Guy is like one of the best, animated, television series. I enjoy every moment. Like Seth MacFarlane is a genius.
We did a Seth MacFarlane film, A Million Ways to Die, and granted, it didn't really get a good score with us, but I mean, it was still a funny movie, and it did go into some territory where even we said, okay, that's a little bit too far.
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean, really the point of this podcast, I mean, we've done this podcast. I was actually not expecting this podcast to last over an hour and a half. I'm actually a little surprised by it because we've gotten into such incredible. This is what me and Anika are doing is we also do get into some discussions about the podcast and where we want to take it, and again this is the direction that we're trying to go into is here very, very soon within the next 4 to 5 months. We want to be able to show you guys video reactions of us doing movies. We want to be able to get like these other movie content creators, or excuse me, movie reaction content creators on YouTube, where you guys see us reacting to the movie, and the movie's right there in the picture. You're not going to get the full. I think this is why that we're going to set up a Patreon account, is because so that way for you guys to watch our full reactions, you do have to go to the Patreon. We're not going to charge a lot, by the way, when we get this started. We're not going to charge a lot for the Patreon. I say we charge people, I want to say like, I don't know, like $2, $5. I don't know.
I would say, you know what? I think we'll go simple as I think like $2. I think.
I think $2 is fine. Yeah, $2 is $2 is fine because we don't want to charge, because unless we really start getting a rise in subscribers, then we honestly will have no choices was to kind of raise the price, but we will not go far. We will not go as far as to raise the prices to like $20. We're not that petty, but
No.
But I mean, like, no, if let's say, like, hypothetically speaking, let's say by August we have 100,000 subscribers and we still have a Patreon account and you guys are paying $2. Well, I mean, honestly, with us, when we have 100,000 people subscribe to us, I mean, $2 is kind of nothing. So we would have to put it up. So I'm saying, like, if we were to get that many subscribers, I mean, I would say we would probably charge like $7, $10 for people to just be on Patreon to watch our full reactions. I mean, I feel like that's actually a decent amount. I mean, if it's too much, I mean, we would go as low as $5, because that's not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, we also have some collaboration podcasts that we're going to be doing here later next year that we're going to try to get guests on here. We're going to try to get guests. Like, it doesn't matter who the guests are. We want to get guests on this show to where we can expand the podcast a little bit further. But yeah, I mean, our intentions right now are to really better ourselves when it comes to the editing, better ourselves when it comes to creating content, and to where we can to where we can post a video and we immediately get that response to where, you know, within an hour 500 people watch it, to a week, you know, over 5,000 people watch it. We want to be able to get that. That's our goal with this channel. If we get subscribers, that's a bonus for us. That's all we're in this for, is to make content. We are, because with how I was just discussing, people would think that, oh, they're just in this to make money. No, we're not in this business to make money. That is not something that we're in this business for. Because I think Anika and I can both agree on this. As content creators, we're not in this for the money. The money that we would get from monetizing videos is a bonus for us. It's more about the content that we put out for people to enjoy.
Yes.
And again, this is, again, I hope people don't take this the wrong way, because we're not trying to sound like we're in this for the money. We're not in this for the money at all. We're just in this to make content. And whether we do get the subscribers that we want or we don't, we're going to, let's say that we have 500 subscribers here. So we're stuck at 500 subscribers here within the next 2 years. It would matter. We would still be on YouTube creating content.
Yes, we'll still be entertaining you guys. And at the same time, too, we'll still be learning, of course, how to better ourselves as content creators, and also how to make content even better, you know, with like learning. It's kind of a learning process for us too.
It really is a learning process for us. And me personally, I do need to learn a little bit more about editing, because funnily enough, in my senior year in high school, I was in a video editing class, like a video productions class. And I got really good at editing videos, and I never put that to YouTube. And I thought it was kind of funny, because I made a lot of projects that my instructor, she thought was brilliant. There was one, I still remember this. I don't know how I still remember this, but it was a project that I did called Mafia Pizza. And what we did was we kind of took a little bit from the Ninja Turtle film, like where Michelangelo's putting the dollar up from the sewer. we kind of did a shot like that, except what we did was we couldn't go down into a sewer and put $1 up. We couldn't do that. Because we thought about, putting $1 on fishing line. But I was thinking, hey, that's not going to work. So what we had a bench in the lunchroom. And what we did was we just took $1. I put my hand underneath it and slowly edged it forward, and to where my hand was not seen. And my instructor, she was laughing her ass off because she was just like, "Why'd you do this shot?" And I said, because we couldn't do a sewer. We couldn't possibly do a sewer. And so we did the next best thing. We just put it under the bench. And so what it looks like is that someone's underneath that bench. And it was kind of an idea that, I thought was funny, and everybody else who watched it. And the funny thing is that video productions project that I did got an A+. It got the best grade of any production that was posted. And I went to all the people that were involved with that project. They didn't really put ideas forward. I was the one that was putting the ideas forward. I've had a knack for, content creating since I was in high school. I just never put it forward to YouTube. That's the problem. And if I could go back and start all over creating content on YouTube with the tools that I had in high school, absolutely I would do this. I would definitely go back and start making content on YouTube, because I knew how to edit and I knew how to do everything. But again, you got to remember, that was 2008. Anybody could be an editor or a director on YouTube back in 2008, because I remember there was a thing that YouTube, I don't know if you remember this, Shanika, but there was a time where people said that they were directors on YouTube. That means that they could upload videos that were 10 minutes or longer. There was a time where YouTube had a window of only 5 minutes where you can post a video. You can only post a video. Like early at the time, you can only post videos that were between a minute and 5 minutes. You couldn't post anything over 5 minutes. And then I think 2 years after YouTube got started, they did an option where it said, "Are you a director?" And everybody kept saying that they were a director. Everybody kept saying that they were a director, so that way they could upload more than 10 minutes. So again, YouTube decided to, and I think YouTube at that point decided to just say, to hell with it. We're not going to do it with director or content creator. Everybody can upload anything past 10 minutes. And so that is when YouTube really started to kind of flourish in the department of 5+ minute videos. So, but yeah, I mean, both me and Anika here, I've been a content creator since 2008, but I've never really created content on YouTube. And I do kind of regret that. But Anika here, I don't know how long Anika has been a content creator, but she has developed the skills that I never developed, and she's more advanced than I am. And she's going to be the teacher for me. She's going to be teaching me a lot of things.
I'm going to be teaching him, like, honestly, I'm still learning myself. I think how I got started my game of editing was, like, it all started, honestly, I do everything on my cell phone. All my editing is done on my phone. And when it comes to certain things, I will go on YouTube to figure out tutorials. So there were certain things I didn't even know how to do. I was trying to figure out how to do a green screen before, and I did not know what that was. That is one thing that's gonna probably trouble us, is figuring out the green screen, because Mellowverse is really good when it comes to editing green screen. Oh yes, well, I'll say when it comes to green, she's seen a couple of Mellowverse's videos, and I've seen a lot of them. He's really good when it comes to the green screen editing. He's a damn master. And apparently, I just want to let you know, like, apparently, so as for green screen, there's two things you can probably do for green screen. Well, to actually buy the actual green screen material, Like you have to buy, and then you have to do lighting for both of them so they don't show the shadow. There's
you
that
do,
option.
and it's really tough.
Or there's actually another way that's actually much more better. I've been using this app quite a bit. I'm still learning it. CapCut. So you can actually do a video, and then the background you can actually use any picture of the background, and it'll cut out your real image and put you in a background image of anything.
Interesting.
CapCut. Yes. So they have like a green screen option.
CapCut is actually really popular amongst a lot of content creators as of right now. I know that. You know, another movie that I was actually just thinking about for some reason, because we were just like I think 20 minutes ago talking about South Park's City Walk guy, is one movie I suggested to Anika that we will definitely do in 2024. I don't know when, but Norbit. Norbit.
My gosh.
For everybody out there, Norbit is probably Eddie Murphy's most underrated and highly criticized movie. And I don't understand why it's highly criticized, because I think it's one of the funniest movies that he's ever made. And Eddie Murphy plays 3 characters in that one. He plays a nerdy dude. He plays a really fat chick, and then he plays an Asian dude. And one of my favorite lines in Norbit was when he was doing Mr. Wong. And by the way, first of all, you need to give it up to Eddie Murphy. When he takes on multiple roles in a film, he puts everything that he has into it, and he does such a great job. And my favorite line from Norbit was actually an interaction that Mr. Wong and Norbit had, which is the 2 characters that Eddie Murphy played. And it goes like this. It was Mr. Wong saying, "Can't run from your problems, Norbit. Black people run fast, but problem even faster." That's kind of racist.
Oh my gosh.
And he goes on, he's like, "That's kind of racist." "Yes, Wong very racist. I know like Brack. I know like Jew either, but Brack and Jew but Brack and Jew.
And Jew comes for Chinese food.
No, but he said, and Brack and Jew love Chinese food. Go figure.
Oh my gosh.
One of the other lines in that movie came from, oh God, oh my God, I'm trying to think of their name. Hold on a second. I'm looking up the movie really quickly because I want to get their names down. Came from Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams. It was when Eddie Murphy, when this little girl like landed in a hay, and he goes like this. He's like, "It's raining little white women. My prayers have been answered."
Oh my gosh.
First of all, that was one of the more racist comments that was actually made in that movie. For people who don't know, that was really racist. But here's the thing: as a white person, I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. It was funny because I didn't care. And it's the same with white chicks, because white chicks saw Marlon and Marlon. My God, I cannot for a second. Marlon and Sean Wayans, of course, doing whiteface as black. Being African Americans, they're doing whiteface. They're dressing up and looking like white people. And honestly, like, first of all, I need to say this: like the when they did the makeup for those 2 characters, do you want to know what those 2 girls look like? They honestly look like scarier versions of Michael Jackson, except they didn't have a prosthetic nose.
Oh my! I remember.
Actually, they had a better nose than Michael Jackson. I swear, like just thinking about that movie, and I think when me and Anika do it, we have to do the unrated version, because the unrated version has scenes that are just so hilarious. And it's the same with I actually have a movie idea that I don't think Anika has actually ever seen this. Have you ever heard of the movie Paul?
I think so. Yes, the Alien, right? The Alien. Is it the Alien, Paul, with
Yes, the alien. Yeah, with the alien with Seth
Simon
Rogen.
Pegg?
Yeah, yeah, Seth Rogen. Oh yeah, and Simon was in it.
Simon Pegg, yes.
Yeah, Simon Pegg was in it. So we got to do the unrated. That's the thing with a lot of these movies, especially comedy movies, is when it comes to comedy movies that have unrated versions, we got to do them. We have to do the unrated versions because they have scenes that are just so hilarious. It's like with Knocked Up and 40-Year-Old Virgin. They have jokes in the unrated version that I don't understand why they took them out of the movie, and because the unrated versions are a whole lot better than the rated versions. Same thing goes with White Chicks. The unrated version was so funny because there were a couple scenes in there that were just truly hilarious and should have never been. If you wanted to make a rated R film, make a rated R film, because I mean, just there were so many scenes in that movie where that got taken out, where if you made it into the movie, it's still a PG-13 movie. But I don't know. But getting back onto to what we're trying to do here at Ready Set Action Commentary, we really are trying to better ourselves as content creators, because it again, there's a lot of competition out there. We as content creators are behind. You guys may not believe this, but we are behind a lot of these content creators. Have we been doing this for 2 years? Yeah, we have, but we are very behind on a lot of these content creators, and we have a lot to do to catch up. And the problem is that we have so much competition, but the reason why we still want to catch up is because we want to make better content. We want to make better content for you guys. We want to be able to put out the content to where you can see our reactions, because people, that's the most common comments that we get on videos is, where's the movie? Where's your guys' reaction? And again, both me and Anika have said this already. We can't put the movie out there because we're going to get hit with copyright. But with a lot of these movie reactors, or not, movie reactors, their content, they do a lot of snippets from the movies and shows to where they don't get hit with copyright, and they do it in the right way. And that's what we're going to be doing here for the next couple months, is we're going to be watching a lot of other content creators, and we're going to see what they do. So that way we can learn from them. That way we can keep putting out content for you, because we will also, I have an idea for a television series that I want to do with Anika besides Avatar: The Last Airbender. I want to do Sonic the Hedgehog, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, with Jaleel White, who, of course, Anika, you know who Jaleel White is. Yeah, he played Urkel.
Yes.
I actually have a funny story about Jaleel White that I would love to tell right now, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So I went to PAX. You know what PAX is, right?
PAX.
Yeah. So PAX is like kind of like a video game conference. It's not like Comic-Con where people just go there. Yeah. So now you know now what it is.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah, so I went to PAX 2018, and I was having a really good time. I only went there for 1 day. I only did a 1-day pass because I was unable to afford all of the 3-day passes. So I did the Saturday pass, and I probably had been at, and this is Seattle PAX, by the way. This is Seattle PAX. And I had probably been there for about, I think, 4 or 4.5 hours. And I was on the verge of just saying, hey, I've seen everything here. I'm there's really no other panels left. I might as well just go home. And all of a sudden I get to, oh God, what the hell? I think it was a Call of Duty. Panel. And all of a sudden I see this guy, and I got a glimpse of his face, just the smallest glimpse of his face. And I was like, is that fucking Steve Urkel? I thought that immediately in my head, but I went around and I got a better look at it, and I thought in my head, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Jaleel White. And I didn't want to go up to him and say Urkel. I didn't want to address him as the character that he's been well known for him. This is exactly what I did. And I tapped him on the shoulder and I'm like, excuse me. He looked around and he's like, yes. And I'm like, holy shit, you're fucking Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. I literally, I said it exactly like that, by the way. I said it exactly like that. And he went like this. He's like, did you just say I'm Sonic the fucking Hedgehog? And I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, dude, you're Jaleel White. You're fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. And he just looks at me. He's just like, you have got to be the first person that ever called me Sonic the Hedgehog and not Steve Urkel. And I was like, and I just went like this. I'm like, were you Steve Urkel? And all of a sudden, he breaks into the voice and he's like, did I do that? And I had such a great conversation with Jaleel White. I never took a photo with him because I didn't have a camera or a phone at this point, but it was so funny because we ended up having about a 30-minute conversation. And when I was leaving PAX, I saw him outside and I was like, hey, Jaleel. And I ran into him again, but I went like this. I'm like, hey, Jaleel, do you mind if I buy you a beer, man? And he's like, well, I don't drink beer, but you can buy me a shot of vodka. And I was like, okay, I'll buy a shot of fucking vodka. So we went to a bar and we just had a really good chat. And I thought it was really cool that I got able, and I asked him this. I said, what has it been like to be the personification of a character that you know is known for being straight up goofy, but also is perhaps one of the most beloved characters on a television sitcom? And I thought that, and he looked at me like he's never been asked an intellectual question like that. I actually worded it like that. He was shocked that I worded it in such an intellectual way. And so what he said to me was, well, there was, he said this, he said, there was issues with me playing Steve Urkel. On one point, I was known for this kid for being so goofy and nerdy. But on the other hand, it was the biggest blessing of my life, even though it ruined my career, because nobody could take me seriously after playing that role. And he went on to say that I said in an interview that if anyone ever gave me the chance to play Steve Urkel again, he said in an early interview that he would want them to put a gun to his head and shoot him. But he said this time that if someone came up to him, a director, and said, do you want to do Steve Urkel again? He said he would be thrilled, absolutely thrilled to do Urkel again. And one of the other highest honors that he did get to do was he mentioned Sonic the Hedgehog. He played Sonic the Hedgehog in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog, 2 different Sonic the Hedgehog animated series. And he was so well known. I don't think a lot of people know that Jaleel White was responsible for the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, because I think the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog had come out, I think, in 1994 or 95, or it ran from 94 to 96. I can't remember, but Jaleel had just gotten the perfect voice to do it. He kind of grew out of his very nasally voice at the start of the first couple, like the first 2 seasons, or not the first 2 seasons, but the first 3 seasons of Family Matters. And he had kind of hit puberty a little bit. So the voice changes his voice was a little bit deeper. So he was able to do the voice a little bit better. But the fact that I actually got to enjoy the time that I spent with Jaleel White was so cool. And I thought I had a feeling you would enjoy that story, Anika.
Actually, I got a funny story to tell you. What a timing that you're mentioning that, because when I worked at a small version of Comic-Con as well, and at that day when I was working, I saw Jaleel White that was also working too. Yes,
let's go.
And actually, the thing is, I had to make a really split decision very fast. I had to be like a Ferris Bueller. I had to. So what I did was, you're laughing at this one. So I know I was not going to have that 30-minute conversation. No, I was not. But I did. So I said, hey, I need to go. I need to go. Go to the washroom. I'll be back. So, so what I did is I basically I put on I had put on a little jacket over me quickly, and I took off my hat, took off my headscarf, had my hair out, and then and there was a moment when lineup was not as was busy, so they couldn't really see, right? Because they were laying up with all the people customers. So I got to speak to Jalil White. I said, "Hey man," I said I just wanted to say hello to you. I said that I'm one of your fans. You've made my laugh. You made me laugh. And I told him that I seen your Instagram. Your daughter looks so much like you. And
So sweet.
yes. And I shook my hand on the hand. I said, "Man, what's your name?" And I said, "Ainika." He says, "Oh, nice to meet you." And I said, "Nice to meet you too." And then I went back, and I had to hurry up and pretend like I came back from the washroom. But that was a decision. That was something that Ferris Bueller would do, man. I said,
yeah,
what would Ferris
definitely.
Bueller do?
And again, like I treasured that day that I actually met Jaleel White. I really hope that I run into him again one of these days because I would love to have a conversation with him. I don't think he'll remember me. I don't really think he'll remember me because again, this is over 5 years ago, and I don't think guys like Jaleel White actually remember fan interactions like that. But I would still love to go back up to him and just introduce myself and just talk to him and just. If I had the opportunity to meet Jaleel White again, I would just go up to him and say, "You're Sonic the friggin' Hedgehog," and I wouldn't address him as Steve Urkel because I know he must get over 1,000 people to come up to him and address him as Steve Urkel. But I know he loves you because let's put it in this way. Like, let's say if Kevin Conroy was still alive, and you went up to him and you're just like, "You're Batman," and first of all, Kevin Conroy was always rest in peace, by the way, to Kevin Conroy. But I mean, Kevin Conroy probably was the defining voice and one of the defining actors that personified the role of Batman. And Kevin Conroy, I think he's just a one-trick pony with Batman because there's nothing else that he's remembered for. He's not really remembered for any of the other roles that he's played, but he was always honored to shake hands with fans of Batman, people who grew up watching Batman the animated series, but there's always those actors and actresses who are very well known for one role, and some of them just don't like to be remembered for that role. And in Jaleel White's case, yeah, he wants to be remembered for that role, but also being acknowledged for another role is also another great honor for someone to do, which that's what I did. But we are kind of getting off topic here. Oh my God. Is it almost 2 hours that we've been doing this?
Yes.
Wow. This is nuts. Like, I never thought that we would do 2 hours just to do this because this is like we did a whole movie. I feel like maybe this should be on Apple. I don't know. But you know what? It's 9:30 here in Arizona, but it's 11:30 where Anika's at. I think that's gonna do it for me and Anika. We just wanted to give you guys an update. Thank you guys for listening to us for almost 2 hours. We appreciate it. And don't worry, you guys are gonna hear us talk here next month when we do Home Alone and Home Alone 2. And you guys are gonna love that podcast. You guys are really gonna love this podcast because we're gonna do a great job with these last 2 podcasts.
Yes, we're gonna make it rock, y'all. And thank you for subscribing to our channel, loving our content, and always feel free to leave comments, and suggestions. We always take every comment and tip you guys.
We do. We do. We take the time to listen to read them. Also, if you guys want to suggest a movie or a TV show to us, either comment on the videos or send us an email at readysetactioncommentaries@gmail.com because we do have a Gmail account and we do read all of our emails. But that is going to do it for me and Anika. We will see you guys next month on the 10th of December. So for Anika and I, guess what? It's been almost a month since we said this, but guess what? That is a cut, wrap, and print.
That's all, folks.